Pisces, 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 Pisces. You lovely, lovely emotional water sign. Beautiful Pisces. I'm using the solstice, the 20th of December, to be able to offer you a peek into the year 2021. This is a time of magic when we do magic. People like me do magic, and my magic is extending emotional self-care, care to you, my self-care to you, emotions and love your way. I hope there's something in the reading that will help you be able to face the new year, whether good things happen or bad things, or just life happens. Enjoy. Put your feet up like the intro says and enjoy the reading. All right, Pisces. Let's see, Pisces, what this spread will suggest for us. I'll be using the Lenormand cards here that I use usually to do these end of year peek into the following year. It's an oracle card deck, and I'll be spreading a mini grand tableau that I've fashioned for my own purposes. I like the way the readings go, especially for an extended period. Let's see what's in store for you, Pisces. Last but not least, my Pisces friends. Let's see. I'll spread these and then scan them, take a look at them before we start. All right, let me see first. Let's see. Okay, now I'm going to separate the year into trimesters: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and then October, November, December. What's going on, Pisces? The first part of the year, first 3 months, you come in and you feel that something is over. You get it, you feel it, you sense it, you understand that a chapter in your life has come to an end. It's over. And there's a lot of acceptance there. You feel that actually, I've never believed it, I've never accepted it before. Well, now I accept it. But it doesn't come without its difficulties. It is that acceptance of something that is over is a double-edged sword for you, Pisces, because you miss the idea, you miss the dream, you miss the ideology, you miss the make-believe world that you grew up with in your head. And it's sort of a rite of passage that you're going through a stage, and you've gone through it, and you are accepting it. But there's melancholy here. You do look back, nostalgia, but it's an excellent, very excellent time, because that acceptance actually, Pisces, is very lucky for you, because it paves the way for a new entry. Once you close the door, you have another person in that 3-month period, and it's in March, who comes to you and says, okay, up until now we were playing around, but now let's start to be serious. Very, very interesting. I hope you're ready for this, Pisces. The second trimester, April, May, and June. A man, there he is. The man is there. It is a gentleman, and this is a gentleman who, there is definitely a man who is very fated in your life, if not as a companion or a life partner. It is a man that will make or break your life in some way. They are fundamental for you to get ahead in some way. And it is a matter of your emotions ride high because of this, whether they're a significant other or not. And I'm seeing for those who have a significant other who comes in that period, strong April, May, and June, with the, on their knees and declaring their love for you, is fundamental for the entire year. That is the event of the year. Now, if this is not, like I said, a significant other, this is a person who's going to move you forward in ways you've never thought possible. And it's a very emotional trip for you. Now, the third trimester, July, August, and September, we have here, again, love keeps popping up. Pisces, this is love is in the air, literally. It is a surprise. It's as if you've never loved before. You've never had feelings of love. Even if you've been married to the same person for 35 years, you understand. Even if you're 70, 80, 90, 60, 50, even if you consider yourself way past middle age, it doesn't matter. It's a number. Whether you're 20 or 30 or 15 or 40, love comes to you and you get it. You understand it and you realize that it's a gift. Well, what happens when something like that occurs? All of a sudden, you panic, and Pisces, this is what happens to you. You start to panic and think my equilibrium is off balance. I'm going to fall. I don't know. I've been walking on my own 2 feet in sort of a habit that I've formed in my life that's worked for me up until now. What is this? What is this thing we call love? And at the end of that period, towards September, the end of September, all of the month of September, you realize that it is a working relationship. This is something that you need to put work into, and it will work for you. But the prize here is balance, calm, serenity, and happiness. The last trimester, October, November, December, Pisces, I see you wanting to change the game plan with the person in your life. Put them in a role of being a friend and see how it works out for you, because you need a friend in that period, October, November, December. And you want to go toward that role with that person and see if they can support you in that way. But it's difficult. There's an obstacle there. You were not friends in the past. You have never been friends. But what does that person mean for you? They mean that you will become a mature individual, emotionally speaking. Also, I see in that right at the tail end of the year, I see a woman in your life is very important for you she makes you understand what is going on. It may be even a therapist. It may be a consultant that you go to, a healer, but they make you understand exactly what's happening. And this is not only a shoulder to cry on, it is actually a person who makes you understand the many changes that are taking place in this revolutionary year for you, Pisces. Now I'm going to take the different houses, the different individual cards in certain places that have certain meanings. Let's start with the first one, and this is a definite ending, endings and beginnings. No, it's just an end. The endings and beginnings are not seen in that way for you. It is an ending. There may be for many of you someone that you know very well who may pass, but I'm not seeing it as that. I'm seeing this as something from your past that you close a door on, Pisces. Now, the area of surprises, a man is going to come with a surprise. A man will represent a huge surprise in your life. Again, it's not necessarily a life partner or a significant other. And this is a fated event. This is something that will mean the future changes in relation to them. They are very instrumental, and what they mean to you is very instrumental in propelling you forward. And this period, April, May, June, is the period that, how can I say, it's a watershed. This is where your life completely changes, Pisces. This is where your life radically, the partnership roles are changed, and all of a sudden there you are. Somebody's changed the cards on the table, and you think, what's going on? I wasn't ready for that. I knew maybe it was coming, but I'm not sure what's happening. So there's a lot here going on in that April, May, June period. Then we get to the endings. The endings are literally an end to a love story. And we said, the beginning of the year, there is an ending there. And it is the end of a love story, an old love story. The oral communication domain, the domain that has to do with oral communication, friends, you're going to be chatty, very chatty, and want to be able to get help from people you know. It's as if it's a chatterbox, Pisces. You're completely extending yourself to get information from others, and you need to express what's happening to you so they understand, and maybe they can help you in some way. Then the area of your work and livelihood. This is an area where you're going to have an excess amount of work, probably one on top of another. Things get piled up. You're unable to separate things. So many things going on at the same time. And it looks like even that is part of your fate this year, 2021, because it will create change. Momentous change. When something piles up and there's so much energy, something happens that makes you take a decision and change everything in your life. And that's what happens this year. But it's something that you can't avoid. It's bound to come in, and you will. I hope you remember these words when it does. Then the area that talks about guidance. And here, you're very gifted, Pisces. You will have your spirit guides there when you need them, and you can count on them. Remember that. Here, the area of the home. And here, too, you may be traveling to a place where you used to consider your home. In the year 2021, you may go back to a place you grew up. Very, very likely. Public life. The area of public life is where you really, really come into your own, Pisces. Don't accept all of the invitations that come your way. You will be, they can be a moneymaker as well, but in any case, it is word of mouth. When you take the floor and speak, and when people listen to you, you change people's lives. Obstacles, they concern matters of the emotions, your own personal emotions, the way you deal with occurrences that take place. You take things very emotionally, and this is an obstacle. You need to, we'll talk about your male side in a moment. Decision making. Well, this too is going to catch you off guard because you're not ready to make decisions all the time, and you're going to have to make them. But it comes and it goes. And, this feeling of anxiety concerning decision making will be momentarily, it will be momentary, and it will, you just have to get a nudge. Someone will nudge you, and then you take the decision. Now, the area of nuisances, the small stuff, well, you're taking the small stuff. You take the small stuff as being the big stuff. And very small, you make a mountain literally out of a molehill this year. So beware about that. Then something hidden. All right, something hidden. And this is a big surprise, as we mentioned before. Something hidden really emerges strong, comes out, smacks you in the face, where you had an inkling, you may have believed something about what comes out, this secret that comes out, this hidden information that you were unaware of. But it comes out, and it is such a welcome surprise. Expect it. Expect really good news coming in. Then the area of matters of written communication. Well, the written communication is where you need to work the most. People who are writing books, people who need to communicate with publishers, with literary agents, or things of that kind. You have to polish it. You have to have a lot of people read it, because it really speaks for you and will make or break your success. The male influences, your male side and your reasoning processes mean stability for you. You have to hone your logical skills in dealing with even matters of the heart, even those emotional issues that you have difficulty with this year, Pisces. And the female influence, well, you, Pisces, are going to come into your own in relation to your emotions. You're going to learn about your emotions. If you are a woman, you will learn to be a true woman and understand what being a woman means. And if you're a man, that female side of you will teach you so many important lessons this year that only in the future, in 2022, will you be able to understand them. Very interesting reading, Pisces. It was a joy to give you this message. I do really hope that this was of help to you, Pisces, and have a great end of the year celebration and also holiday season. Enjoy yourself. Namaste. Until we read together again. Bye-bye, Pisces.
Do, 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 do.